Welcome back, folks, to Fishing Planet. I'm super pumped. I've we've done some really cool things on here. Make a lot. Make finals and find oversized fish that people haven't found and some other cool stuff here on the channel. But the coolest thing I've ever been a part of in this game was this tournament. So for you guys that don't know, we have a group when I stream that we all practice together. We practice for the tournaments, whatnot. And this year, outside of me making the guide for the video, for the cart video, we practiced. We didn't practice. Our first practice was literally day of qualifier one. We ran two full practices, and this is really cool, guys. So almost all of us. So I think there was 11 of us in our group that went for it, and you're gonna see some really cool stuff here. So almost all of us made it in this one, or most of us made it in this first one on qualifier, and then the second one is obviously guys are recognizing names like Pala and Bam. You guys probably recognize in our group too. He's a little newer in the group, but there's Rex. And so by qualifier two, everybody had made it. And then I think down here Newcomb had made it, but he had actually only 9 in his big. So he actually, if he would have gotten one more fish, he'd been up here too. And if you guys remember, we put up the qualifying scores. And actually on this one, we were in the 600s on, and we had bad luck. We just didn't have that much luck in here. These guys did good, but this was not good for their practice scores. If I remember, I'll try to put our practice scores at the end of the video so you guys can see it. Because I did put a video out saying I think these scores are going to go way higher. And if you look, if you take out our friends from the group, only the first two, or only there was only 2 people that were higher than last year. So it didn't really go up. It just we got better at it. And then for qualifier 3, everybody had made it, but in our group, but like 1 or 2. And we had, if you look down here, Sam. Yeah, Sam got in here, and that was it. We had one other person that went that from the group, Gary, but I don't know if he got to do his qualifier 3 or not. So, but the really cool thing here, guys, is so there was a lot of good people from last year in this thing, but in the semifinals, 9 of us made it to the finals. I have never been a part of something this cool. So if you see here, 9 of us made it to the finals. I barely eked in, but that's the way it goes, right? Sometimes we had really good practices here too. I just was surprised on how well our practices were, and it was really cool as a group how well we did. And now for the finals, guys. For you guys that don't know on the channel, Rex won it and got biggest fish. This is really cool. And a prime example too for you guys that don't believe. Um, don't believe. Sometimes you have good luck and bad luck. Me and Rex and pros and everybody in the group did the same thing. Rex won it. And look how bad I did. I actually was in 4th place, and then I didn't catch a fish for the last like 45 minutes or so. I did catch one at the very end, but that did help a little bit. But the more important thing here is Rex. He won it. He got biggest fish. At Weeping Willows, we had practice scores really good. And we just did. It seemed like we did good. Like it was surprising, and it was for you guys that don't know or are not familiar with the channel. We made the mix called Viagra, or the Super Viagra I put on YouTube, and that is actually it right here. There we go. And since we won the thing, since we won the carp thing, we decided that we were gonna start. We were gonna call this Chuck Norris Super Viagra. So that's what we were. That was almost everything everybody in the group was doing, and it used obviously, and we used the same rotations basically, and it was a lot of fun. This carp tournament, I don't generally care about how well I do in these, but as a group, as our group, that was really cool to see us do that. And if I think that's the coolest thing I've ever been a part of is half of the semifinals were us basically. That was or half of the finals were us. That was really cool. It was a lot of fun. Um, it was took a lot of concentration because after the first qualifier, when we realized like the mix and we were doing good, then we realized, oh crap, we actually have to buckle down and not waste this opportunity. So that's why there wasn't a video on the channel on Friday or Saturday. We were practicing uh, for these. So that was really cool. And if I remember, I'll put some practice scores at the end. But for the you guys that don't haven't seen, this is the mix we used right here. And for your metric friends, it's half a bag of fish feeder, full bag of carp rival, half a bag of breamer, 60 grams, 60 grams, 60 grams, and then as much oil cake and you can get in. I think it ends up being 225 on both of these. But I just want to say, because we just got done with the finals, I'm recording this one day ahead of time before all this comes down. We won't see this tomorrow. We'll see it in the Hall of Fame right here. But that was really cool. And I want to say thanks to all the guys in our group that also helped out. And it was a lot of fun. And for us, as you see, we did well here with our group of friends. We've actually been lucky, and we've won the last 3 or 4 tournaments, which is interesting. One of the guys in the group brought that, so we actually finished 1 through 3 here, and pros won that one. Rex won that one. He couldn't have asked for much more, and we've had good luck. It's been fun, but I can tell you, I'm starting to get tired of semifinals and finals. We've had been in the finals here now. I think I've been in every finals but the first one or two. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal to me, but a lot of fun. But there ain't much for me to do. Make guides and have fun now when we stream these tournaments because I like helping people in the qualifiers, but I don't have a whole lot of interest in doing well. It's a little different when our group does this well like this. Then you want to do good to see how good your group can do. But for you guys down there, yeah, for you guys that know Rex, we have to give him crap because he didn't even want to do this carp tournament. In fact, a couple of our friends didn't even do it. And but if you guys are on the stream for League, on Monday when you guys see this, make sure you come and give Rex a bunch of crap. All right, because he didn't even want to do this stinking thing, and he ended up winning the whole thing and having biggest fish. And we had good luck with that too throughout this tournament. Let's see if I can pull it up for you guys. We'll go over to if you guys. I think it'll still be there, obviously, but we had biggest fish at every lake but the last one too. We're San Joaquin. And oh yeah, my carp isn't showing up. I had a 72. You guys saw in practice. In practice, I'll put that at the end of the video. But where is that common carp? Yeah, it's not popping up now. But and then if we go to Weeping Wells, that's why I did that video on that leaderboard because it is crazy. The leaderboards mess up so bad. Like at Russia. We had a 58 something, which is not the best, but it was second best. And then at Weeping Willows, not Blue Crab, Weeping Willows. We did really good too. We had we'll go to Meerkarp. They're the biggest, and as you can see, we were well, there's actually a 103 that we got. Bam got. I'll try to remember if I can leave that in the thing. Then me and Ian here, and like a lot from our group here on this one. So anyway, guys, just want to say this is the coolest thing I was a part of on Fishing Planet, and I think it was really cool. And really, congrats to Rex for winning that. That was really cool for him, and I could have picked a better person to win that tournament. So anyway, guys, we'll see you next time. Have a good one, folks.